Hey guys, I'm here to review this show right here, the whole season of season one of Tracker, CBS. So Tracker aired the night after the Super Bowl, which got like 18 million for the first episode, which is crazy. You don't really see that much, but kind of settled out, averaging about, I'll say, about 7 million per episode this season. It consists of 13 episodes. Last episode aired on May 19th, so this past Sunday, and it stars Justin Hartley, one of my favorite Green Arrows from Smallville, as Coulter Shaw. He's a lone wolf survivalist who was taught by his father as a young kid, but he travels the country as a rewardist. So pretty much, if there's a reward for anyone missing or some, I think he did like the cold case one. If there's a reward for it, then he'll go and put his skills to the test. Also stars Eric Grassi as Bobby Exile. Bobby's kind of like his computer man in the chair. He calls Bobby for any type of help. Bobby can track phones. Bobby's really intelligent. He's a double amputee, which is really cool. To have someone who of all aspects of life there. You know, and it doesn't show him down because Bobby was on an episode where he helped Coulter on a save Coulter as well. So it's really cool to see that they're using everybody on the show. And then, but he's like his technical support. And then there's Fiona Renee, who is Renee Green. She's like an attorney that will help him get out of sticky situations, legal situations. And then he has two handlers. One is played by Robin Wiggett, and the other's Abby McCain. And they pretty much give him, say, hey, here's a lead, you can go to this one, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, so throughout the whole season, he is helping people here and there. I always joke because, you know, he loves what he does and he loves helping out people. It's not for the money per se, but that's how he gets paid. But I think it's so funny that when they hand him the money at the end of the episode, it's always nonchalant. Like, they hand him the envelope, he says thank you, and then they continue the conversation they were having. Um, so I think only 2 or 3 times in the season he might have said no. But he's like me. If someone says, yeah, I'll take you out, I'll be like, are you sure? And they're like, yeah. I said, okay. You only have to say it one time. I'm not going to keep like, hey, you sure you want to take me out? You sure you want to give me this? If someone wants to give me something, I ask you sure one time. And then that's it. And that's how Coulter is. He knows that this is how he pays his bills. So, but yeah, throughout the season, he's helping out people. But the biggest thing is he's trying to find out who killed his father. So his father was this big professor at a university. Then all of a sudden, he decided he wanted to become a survivalist, take his family out in the middle of nowhere. Coulter has a older brother and a younger sister, and his mom. So Coulter's father takes his name's Ashton, takes his whole family out to the middle of nowhere, and one night, so takes his family out to the middle of nowhere, teaches them about surviving in the woods and all that stuff, how to track people down, how to track animals. So Coulter can survive if he was out in the middle of nowhere. Anyways, one night, the father was like, all right, we got to go. And they're like, no, we're not going anywhere. So the kids, stood up for themselves, said, we're not going anywhere. It's raining outside, blah, blah, blah. So the father goes out there, and then eventually Coulter's like, I'm going to go see what's taking father so long. He goes out there. He finds his dad at the bottom of this like cliff. But standing on top of the cliff is his brother that from that day, his older brother from that day forward, he's never seen. So for a long time, he's trying to figure out what happened to his father. Um, so, and that's like the story threaded through every episode. But it wasn't until the later episodes when we got to see it more. They have a lot of good uh, support cast, like name support cast throughout the show, which is really, really cool. Jensen Ackles plays his older brother as his adult older brother, which is cool to see because Jensen comes in with his if you don't know who Jensen Ackles is at this point, he plays Dean Winchester on Supernatural for 15 years, pretty much. But he brings uh, the Chevy onto the show, so it's very very cool. Not a Supernatural. Actually, Jensen and Justin were on Smallville at some point. I don't think together, but they've had their turns on Smallville. But yeah, I love this show. This show got me so interested. I even bought a book about tracking because I wanted to see like where their minds at and how they do what they do. So I bought a book on it and I'm reading it. It's very, very interesting. I don't want to become a tracker, but there's too much stuff out in the wilderness that I don't want to play with. So, but no, this show is pretty good, and we're getting a second season, so I'm excited about that. I just wanted to come on here and just show tell a little bit about the show and just show my support for it. It's a really really good show. You're gonna love it. If you haven't been watching it by now, this is something to binge on. All 13 episodes are on Paramount Plus, so go ahead and check it out. I love the writing. Justin Hartley is really, really good actor. He plays his part very, very well. You can tell when someone takes it seriously is how they hold a gun. When you hold a gun, you don't hold it in the trigger area. You hold it on the outside. And the way he holds his gun just shows that he's taking this part very seriously. So when the actor does his job, the show is done right. So for averaging 7 million an episode is really really cool. And that episode with Jensen Ackles just brings back so many Supernatural memories of watching Supernatural. But man, really really good show. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Tracker CBS. It's on the Paramount Plus app. You can binge watch all 13 episodes, and trust me, if you don't like it, come back and tell me you were wrong. But as far as the whole season, my rating for the whole season, I'm going to give this a 9.3 out of 10. Trust me when I tell you, it is written very well, and you're going to be on the edge of your seat for a lot of this stuff. You're going to try to figure out who took this person, where you think it might be. Like, they give you so many clues, and you're trying to figure out, it's really, really cool. And sometimes the people who take whoever's missing, it's like right under the nose. So you're like, you don't know what to expect. But anyways, guys, just wanted to give you my review on this show. Check it out. CBS, Paramount Plus, Tracker, Justin Hartley. Deuces.